On today's video, we're going to look at installing a couple of new lock sets that we got to replace some really nasty looking, although functional, nasty looking brass gold colored construction grade hardware. We hope you find it useful. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, we're back here finishing up our door hardware installation. Just want to show you what we replaced. We took this out and it's fully functional, but for us and for many of you, I'm sure, contractor grade, not the best appearance. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure we save all the hardware that came with it, put it in a plastic bag. We're going to take it down to our local Habitat for Humanity store and donate it there. We will be installing instead a nice, you may not be able to see it so great because of the lighting, but a satin nickel instead of the gold, and you can see the difference there. This is a bedroom, so we're going to make sure that we use a knob that's got a little privacy lock on it, which the old one did not for this room. We've already cut out the material that we need to remove in order to fit our new faceplate, because as you can see, this old one was just a round barrel, where the new one has got an actual faceplate on it. And so that's the reason that we set in that much. And it looks like Jackson's back to help us. Want to say hi, buddy? There he is. All right, back it up. And again, this is what it's all about. It's getting stuff done when you got dog and kids here helping you. Home improvement for real people, by real people. Alright, so we've already test fit this. We know it fits great. We've got our screws that came with the kit. And we're just going to go ahead and make sure that that's centered. And screw that in. Jackson's not a big fan of the screw gun. There we go. That part was easy. I'll turn the camera a little bit here so you guys can see how that looks. And this is, of course, what you'll see. There it is right there. Okay? And you take this apart. And Jackson and I are back. Hey, buddy. We're going to finish up installing our door frame. Or, excuse me, our door latch. We've got the latch itself in. Now we're going to put on the knob. You see that there are holes in here. And we want to make sure, because this is adjustable, that this is set to the proper width for our door. You'll be able to tell it's the proper width because our handle will be centered in the hole. So let's take the new hardware that we have, and you'll see that these 1, 2, 3 will fit in to our door. Now, this is a bedroom, as we said. So we want to make sure that the part that's got the lock goes on the inside of the bedroom. Sounds like common sense, but it's an easy mistake to make. You don't want to spend time redoing it. This simply slides in, and we got this right the first try. What you may find is that your door hole has been cut further in, which is fine, and that's why this is adjustable. In that case, our knob won't fit because it's hitting the actual door frame. So we'll make sure that it's back in the larger size setting, and we'll slide that right through. And you can see that that covers up the old hole very nicely. What we'll do is we'll swing around to the other side, and we've now got those 1, 2, 3 set up here. And we'll see in a second. This part fits right in here. We'll make sure we get the locking mechanism lined up. We'll put a couple screws in and we'll be done. Alright, we're back for the last step of installing this door hardware. We're going to go back to our package of hardware. Screws, for the 2 screws with the fine threads. And we're going to use those to go ahead and put the locking mechanism on the inside of the door. As we said, we want to make sure that the lock itself is here on the inside, not the outside. And when we slide this on, we're just going to twist it back and forth here for a second until we find that that center mechanism seats itself fully into the square part of this knob. And there we go. Now while you hold the back of the door, I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in. And you'll see that those line up with the screw holes from the opposite side. I'm just going to get that started by hand and then do the other one so that my knob doesn't fall out as I finish up. I'm going to use the screw gun here. And you want to be careful that you don't let the shaft of the screw gun damage the knob. And I'll tighten up the other side. There we go. The locking mechanism works. What you may find is that if you tighten those screws down a little bit too much, it's going to bind and the latch mechanism is not going to want to go. An easy way to fix this is just to nudge the handle up or down, and you'll find that it unsticks itself. If not, you may need to back the screws off, make sure you're centered in the door hole and centered on this plane along the latch and the line that comes back to the knobs themselves. Looks pretty good. Alright, the last step of this is going to be to replace the latch plate here in the door frame. We've got our new one and our new hardware already, and it's just a simple matter of 2 screws to get the old one out. You may find that this has been set into paint that wasn't quite dry. This one comes out cleanly, but as you can see, at some point in the past, a little bit of paint's been removed here, which is fine. It's going to get covered right back up anyway. It's tempting to reuse the hardware from the old one, but as you'll find, that'll probably match the old one. In our case, that wonderful brass colored finish. We're going to have one that matches our doorknob. It's a nice steel color, and it's got matching hardware. In most cases, these will fit right into the existing holes. And you want to snug that down so that the door frame does not hit it when it closes. You want to check that fit, make sure that the latch catches properly, and if not, you may find that you need to adjust inboard or outboard from the door stop itself so that the latch can catch properly. You also may need to check the plane and the alignment from here, the door frame itself, and then the latch as it comes across from the door. You may find it's up too high or down too low, and that may cause problems as well. But for us, a simple installation here in the bedroom, and we're on to the next. Hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.